dedicated host. Okay, dedicated host and instance. The thing is dedicated host. And now the thing is, you know, let me first of all let me create a diagram, one more diagram. Mm, okay, let's understand with this. See, suppose in this data center we have one, two, three servers, three hypervisors. Okay, and inside the hypervisors, all the servers are running. So suppose that this is my data center. Mhm. Data center. Inside data centers, we have one, two, three servers. Okay, and actually we have more servers over there. But for the example, we have three hypervisors, and in this all hypervisors having a virtual machine which is running. Okay, so with the dedicated host, okay, with the dedicated host, AWS provides to us a facility. The thing is, okay, suppose I will go again on demand and reserve and rest. See, on demand. Suppose you are going to create a new on demand server. So on demand server utilize this hypervisor resources. Okay, suppose this one. Okay, these machines are running on demand. Suppose for the reason you shut down this machine. Okay, next time shut down this machine. So resources are free. Okay, so now these resources Amazon can be provided to the another user. Okay, who will request for the instance. But now you already have a okay. Now you already have on-demand machine, but you want to start. Okay, you want to start. So what you will do? Again, click on start button. So your machine will start. So at the time of starting, your on-demand instance will find free resources on AWS data centers. Okay, wherever on hypervisor, it will get free resources. So your instance will run on that hypervisor. Okay, on that hypervisor resources. So first you create machine. So your machine created and utilize this first one hypervisor resources. Okay, but when you shut down and start again, so maybe possible any one hypervisor resources will provide to your machine. Okay, so maybe your machine can be run on this first hypervisor, can be run another, and can be run another. Okay, so on-demand machine can be utilize any hypervisor resources in the data center, right? And this same case happen with this reserve instances. So on this reserve instances, suppose you want to reserve your capacity. Okay, that's why capacity due to wait for queue. Okay, no need to wait to start your machine. So you reserve your instance. So in this reserve instance, the same thing. You start your machine with this hypervisor resources. Okay, maybe you shut down and again you will restart your server. So next time your instance are utilize this one hypervisor resources. Okay, maybe next time again you will start. So your machine will start on this first one hypervisor resources. Okay, so the thing is on demand, spot, and schedule. Okay, and your reserve instance. So these all types of pricing model instance are not fixed resources. Okay, there is no fixed resources. That means always your machine will utilize this hypervisor resource. No, There is no any dedicated resources. Okay, resources can be changed hypervisor to hypervisor in the single data center. But there is a dedicated host. So now why we need to host our server on dedicated host? Why? See, suppose your company tells to you today we are going to launch our Microsoft Windows Server 2019. Okay, let me write. Mhm. Okay, I will write over here. This one. Okay, Microsoft Server 2019. Okay, and your companies get a license. Okay, get a license SQL. Okay, Microsoft SQL. Okay, it's a database server. So suppose your company purchase a MySQL license. Okay, and if you are working on Reserve instance, so you know very well if you start your machine, so this will work on hypervisor one. Okay, after shutdown and again you will just restart your machine. So maybe possible it will utilize your, okay, it will run on second hypervisor, and maybe next time it will run on another hypervisor. Okay, maybe possible. So can you see license bind with your MAC address? Okay, if the license bind with your MAC address, so if you are working on Rezo instance, so your instance will be changed, uh, will change in next boot your hypervisor. Okay, so in every boot, your instances, your hypervisor will be changed. So hypervisor will change, so your MAC address obviously will change. Okay, so in these situations, first time if you assign your MAC address on this Rezo instance which is working on the first hypervisor, so suppose you configure successfully. Okay, but due to some issue, you have to shut down and again restart. So your machine will is running with this hypervisor. So now MAC address is changed. Okay, so you won't purchase again and again a license for MS SQL. Okay, so what is the permanent solution? What is permanent solution? Permanent solution is that you have to be create dedicated host instance. Okay, so that Amazon provide you a single hypervisor. Okay, single hypervisor to you where you can install any virtualization software and you can create your own instances. Okay, just like you can create your private instance, just like you can create private hypervisor, and in the private hypervisor you can create you can get virtual servers according to you. You can. Okay, so the thing is you have to be create dedicated host. Okay, so that your MAC address will be fixed for your company. Okay, so let's see how we can use dedicated host. Okay, let's see the practical. So come on the my EC2 instance option, and you can see dedicated host. If I click, okay, if I click over here, so there is nothing. Oh, wait. Yeah. And this dedicated host, you have to click over here, dedicated host reservations. Okay, so if you click over here, so you will see the option, this one, and you have to click purchase dedicated host reservation. Okay, so if you click over there, so select the instance assembly and pay not available. One second, what the issue? Hmm. Okay, first of all, let me change my region first. Okay, I will select my Virginia. Okay, I will recommend to you set your Virginia first. Actually, some regions are not available these facilities, and you have to read out this Amazon document. Okay, so where you can get. So I will click again dedicated host. Okay, okay. Actually, first before this feature, actually it's showing to us only the option for creating instance. Okay, then after launching the instance, we can assign our license. Okay, which is bind with the MAC address. Okay, but recently AWS changed their settings, their features at there. So first of all, let me show you again. Click on EC2 instance. Okay, and click on dedicated host. Okay, right there you have to click on dedicated host reservations. Okay, before click on this option, just click on get started. You have to be check mark their terms and conditions. Just click. Okay, so once you click over here, so right there, just click on the create host resources group. Okay, so first of all, you have to type your server name and your descriptions. Okay, and downside you have to assign to reserve our license. Okay, to secure our license, which is based on hardware. Okay, so dedicated host we will use on that time. So if you have any license which is bind with your MAC address, so you can use dedicated host. And the next things we have dedicated instance. Okay, now the thing is dedicated instance. Dedicated instance, it's just like a dedicated host, but there is differences. Okay, what are the difference actually? The thing is, in this dedicated instance, you will get the same hypervisor. Okay, you will get the same hypervisor, but you will not free to allow virtualization software. Okay, if we compare your dedicated host, we have virtual software like VMware ESXi, VMware ESXi. Okay, we have KVM, we have OpenStack. Okay, there's many virtualization softwares we have. So we can use on dedicated host only. Okay, where we can use in the dedicated host. But the thing is, in the instance, so it is talking about instance. Okay, so you know very well instance it's a machine. So the thing is, AWS provides to you a separate hypervisor. It is separate for you, only for you. But the thing is, you won't create a small machine. Okay, you will obviously you have to create larger machine, larger high configuration machines. Okay, so Amazons provide you a dedicated instance service to you, and where you can use any machine. So suppose this is an instance, this is a hypervisor. Okay, and in this hypervisor, there's a multiple, there's many resources are there. So this resources you can use for your virtual machine only. Virtual machine only. But the thing is, suppose you are purchase dedicated instance. Okay, it's a dedicated instance. So in these conditions, Amazon will provide you a hypervisor separate to you. Okay, now you are going to create a virtual machine. So virtual machine you can purchase via instances, export, schedule, and on demand. Right. So with that price model, you can purchase. So Amazon tells to you, we will provide a single hypervisor to you in dedicated instance option where you can create your machines. Okay, where you can create your machines, but we will charge to you according to your according to your plans. Okay, suppose in this dedicated host on in this dedicated instance, you are going to create uh, reserve instance, schedule instance, and another instance. Okay, so we will charge you according to your plans. Okay, so we'll charge you. But the thing is, how we can get it? Okay, so basically you can get this instance from here. Okay, first of all, I will click on instance option. Okay, actually, I didn't show you in the first. If I again launch instance and select my red hat, and I can goes down and okay, select my free tier machines. Next configuration instance. Now, can you see? Go down side and right there, capacity reservation. Okay, if I click over here, okay, wait, this is not one. Mm, yeah, tenancy. Okay, so right there you can see shared. In this case, shared, and the single hypervisor, we have multiple virtual machines. Okay, so multiple virtual machine can be possible. These virtual machine accessing by multiple users. Okay, but no, I want a single hypervisor where I can run my machines only. Okay, I don't want to share any single hypervisor resources with other user. Okay, I need my separate one hypervisor. So you can select this option. Okay, but additional charges will apply for dedicated tendency. Okay, so if I click over here, so it's showing to you pricing. So 2% you have, okay, $2 per hour, an additional fee you have to pay to Amazon. Okay, but how to pay? See, mm, this is my server hypervisor, and now suppose I'm going to create a single machine. This one. Okay, this is my AC2 machine. No, it's AC2 obviously, but I want to select on demand. Okay, suppose this is my on demand machine, and basically on demand machines pricing is suppose 100. Okay, suppose $100. Okay, so I have to pay plus mhm, I have to pay plus $2 extra for this dedicated tendency. Okay, now next, again I have to create one more machine, okay, which is reservations. Okay, okay, I need to create reserve instance one more. Okay, and suppose this reserve instance pricing is uh $200. Okay, suppose 200 rupees. Okay, you can change your currency. But I'm just showing accordingly your AWS currency. Okay, it's taken dollars. So now suppose this reserve instance pricing is $200. So need we don't need to pay $2 extra. Why? Actually, whenever you will select dedicated instance, okay, dedicated instance. So on that time, what all machines, okay, you are going to create on this single hypervisor. Okay, so first on the first machine, on the first server, you have to pay $2 extra, and rest machine will be normal. Okay, no need to pay extra $2 for dedicated instance. No. So only $2 you have to pay extra, that's it. On first machine. Second machine, no need. Third machine, no need. And next another machine, no need to pay any extra cost. Okay. So the thing is, now my on-demand machine is running. Okay, fine. My demand resistance is running. A spot is running. Okay. A schedule is running. So all machines are running on this single hypervisor. Maybe my suppose any reason I want we need to shut down our servers. Okay, so what you will do? Shut down, shut down, shut down, shut down. All the instances will goes down. Okay, so on that case, your hypervisor resources will be fully released. Okay, you release all resources of this hypervisor. Okay, again listen to me carefully. Now if you are using dedicated instance, okay, dedicated instance, and all those machines are goes down, let me shut down. That means your hypervisor resources will free. Okay, so once your hypervisor resources will free, so this resources Amazon can be provided to the another user. Okay, so Amazon will provide this hypervisor resources to the another user. But now the thing is, you are purchased dedicated instance. Okay, dedicated instance pricing model. So on the time again, you want to start your machine. So frequently your machine will be start on another hypervisor and work separately for you. Okay, which is new hypervisor. Pricing model. Okay, so on this pricing model, if you are going to create first machine, okay, under this dedicated instance pricing model, you are going to create first machine. So you have to pay $2 extra. Okay, with the machine pricing, you need to pay $2 extra for dedicated instance. And then after, if you create resistance with the same dedicated instance pricing model, so no need to pay extra. Okay, it will charge apply for the first machine, and rest machine uh, you can create as usual. Okay, so now this hypervisor works for your machine only. Okay, Another user will not create a machine over with your hypervisor. Okay, this will work for only you. But now the thing is, for the reason we need to shut down this all servers, all machines. Okay, maybe some issue with your infrastructures and you need to restart the all services. So you have to be shut down, right? So if you shut down your all instances, then after your hypervisor resources will be free. And if your hypervisor resources will free, so Amazon can be provide this free hypervisor resources to the another customer. Okay, another customer. So now if you need to again restart your server, okay, you have to restart your old server. So on that time, AWS will arrange a new hypervisor for your machine. So resources can be changed in this dedicated instance pricing module. So basically you can create dedicated instance with this option, this one. Okay, so whenever you will go through the default options, default we have on demanding pricing modules. Okay, through this configuration, through this way, you can create on demand instance. Okay, but you have to select your tenancy. Okay, tenancy you have to click dedicated. Okay, so this is your dedicated instance. If you click on this option, so you will see the all pricing. So you have to pay 2% $2 per hour. Okay, it's hourly charges by the Amazon. Okay, so you have to be charged 2 hour. So now see, only for dedicated host. Okay, and instead of dedicated host, all instance you will create, and if you shut down, so their resources can be changed. Okay, on the next boot. But dedicated host, this is used for MAC address. Okay, this is used for a permanent MAC address. So uh, if you want permanent MAC address for your server, okay, to assign the license and many more things. So you can go with dedicated host pricing model on the Amazon. Okay, otherwise you can go with another plan. In this categories, okay, I'm not going to create, I'm just cancel, else Amazon will charge. Okay, so you have to create in a company. Okay, so I'm just showing the way how we can create. Okay, and the thing is there is capacity reservation. Okay, one more things, we have capacity reservations. So this, with this option we can reserve capacity on hypervisor. Okay, so on that capacity no one can no one can use their machines. Okay, only our machine will run on that capacity. Okay, on that CPU, RAM, and storage devices. So what does it mean actually? See, suppose this is my hypervisor. Okay, this is my hypervisor, and in this hypervisor, okay, in this hypervisor, suppose this is your first machine, second machine, third, and fourth. Okay, so over there we have four machines right here. So on that time, I want to reserve a capacity on this hypervisor. Okay, I want to reserve capacity. Capacity, it means we can reserve our CPU, Mhm. We can reserve processor, RAM, and storage, which is the basic need. Okay, we can reserve. So suppose we launch our machine. Machine is maybe we will not use any small machine. Okay, small configuration. We have to be use higher configuration machines over there. So on that time, we can reserve their capacity. Suppose we will select our processor, which is 10 core. Okay, RAM. Suppose we have 16 GB RAM, maybe 16, maybe 32. Storage 1 TB. Okay, suppose you reserve this capacity. So anytime, okay, anytime you can create your machines within this configuration. You can create. Actually, you reserve the capacity on Amazon. So with this capacity, we can run our machine. Suppose in this capacity, I want to run 5 machines. Yes, you can create. You can run. Okay. So with 22 GB, I can create 16 machines, 16 servers I can create with the 32 GB RAM, 30 GB of RAM. You can create. Okay. So on that time, we can reserve our capacity. How much capacity we can use on the Amazon side? You can reserve, but it is okay according to company. You can use very less chances we have to reserve our capacity. Otherwise, but we don't need two capacity reservations. Okay, but there is a feature by the Amazon. So let's see how we can use this option. Okay, so for the capacity reservations, what you will do, you will go on the Amazon. Okay, and Amazon, and over here you have to click on capacity reservations. Okay, you can see, and then in the instance index, so we have to click capacity reservations. Okay, just click. Okay, it's loading. Okay, so once we click capacity reservations, so it will show you the create capacity. Okay, so first of all, you have to create your capacity. So can you see, you will not find any T2 micro and something small server. No, T2 micro, yeah, no, T2 micro not. Okay, yes, of course, T2 micro. How is possible? Okay, anyways, now it's there's many features or changes. Okay, so for example, hmm, okay, I will select even medium. Okay, okay, so even medium, and then go downside platform. Okay, so which platform you want to select? So suppose basic we have Linux. Okay, and zones, which zone? Okay, and you want to reserve capacity, but on which tenancy? Shared tenancy and dedicate. Okay, you can also use dedicate over here. Okay, where you can see the single dedicated hypervisor for you, and you have to pay $2 per hour. Okay, Amazon will charge to you for this dedicated tenancy $2 per hour. Okay, otherwise no, I don't want to pay. Okay, you can go with shared. Okay, there's no any uh, charges. Okay, so maybe possible in the single hypervisor, different users can be accessed their machines. Quantity 1. Okay, and go downside, you can select your passive timing. Okay, you want to set the schedule, so you can select. But no, actually I want to create manually. Okay, and no, and downside, go and click on create. Okay, as you will create this capacity, so this is a reserve. So according to A1 medium server, capacity will be reserved. So now you can see A1 medium. So what does it mean, A1 medium? So I will show you instance type. Okay, you can see what does it mean, A1 medium. Okay, so right there, let me find A1 medium. A1 dot medium. This one. So it means you can get one CPU, 2 GB, 2 GB memory. Okay, storage you can select by own. Okay, so this is one CPU and 2 GB memory. Okay, actually I select minimum to minimum configurations. Okay, for the testing purpose. But in the company you can select any configurations according to your needed. Okay, as you need you can select. So capacity reservations, I reserve my capacity, which is this one. And if you want to launch instance, okay, so if you want to launch instance, so what you will do, so I want to launch my instance on this capacity. Okay, so see, once again. Okay, so come on instance and click on over here, launch instance, select your image, Z head. Okay, T2 micro I am selecting and go next. And right there, let me see the capacity reservations. One second. On the Google. Actually, it sends lots of features inside the capacity reservations. Okay, we can set the limitations. Okay, and now go for the. Okay, these all things we selected. Limitations. Okay, work with share capacity. Let me see one. We have to click over here. Actually, it's there is many changes right there. Just click on the reserve instance. Okay, sorry, capacity reservations. Okay, so if you click capacity reservations, so first of all you have to create your capacity. Okay, what all capacity you have to reserve on hypervisor and the Amazon. Okay, so once you have created your capacity, so select your capacity ID, click. Okay, so right there you can see launch instance. So now you can launch instance on this capacity. Okay, so in the Amazon you select this capacity. Okay, suppose this capacity is in this capacity you have 10 core processors, 32 GB RAM and 1 TB 1 terabyte hard disk. So whatever instance you are going to create, so you can create under this capacity. Okay, you can select 1 core, 2 core, 3 core. You can select 2 GB RAM, 3 GB, 4 GB, up to 32 GB. And storage same. So this is a reservations of capacity. Okay, so if you want to launch your instance under the capacity, so select the capacity ID and then click on launch. And the same things you can create your machines. Okay, you can select and next, next and finish. Okay, so like this you can create your machines under the capacity reservation.